Now, when we interpret a text, I think it's very important to interpret what does the text actually say, and I don't believe it's appropriate to force other interpretations onto the text that aren't warranted by the text. Now, for example, there have been people who have ever taught or said or proposed that God gave circumcision for hygienic reasons. Well, first of all, that would of course assume that circumcision provides hygienic benefits. Now, that unto itself, that assumption, is incredibly culturally biased. And in fact, only in the West, and in fact pretty much only the U.S., actually has that cultural bias. We have other countries, first world countries today, that don't see hygienic benefit in circumcision. Moreover, these supposed benefits of circumcision have never been proven in randomized trials. Now, the reason they've never been proven in randomized trials should be evident. That would be highly unethical. But the point is that any hygienic benefit of circumcision comes from a post hoc argument. And a post hoc argument confuses correlation with causation. And therefore, I don't believe that we can make the assumption, just as humans, first of all, that circumcision provides hygienic benefit. Now, then taking that circumcision would provide hygienic benefit, and putting that onto the text, there's nothing in the text, neither in this specific text nor in later texts, that I believe you can build the case that God is concerned with hygiene when it comes to the sign of the Abrahamic covenant. I don't believe we are warranted in superimposing modern ideas onto ancient texts. That would drive us very close to the fallacy of chronological snobbery. That is, we are so enlightened, which is related to enlightenment fallacy also, and therefore because we have this enlightenment, we can impose that on ancient texts. Moreover, I don't believe that it's a good assumption to assume what we today in 21st century America understand to be the medical procedure of circumcision to be identical with ancient Near Eastern circumcision. What we understand about ancient Near Eastern circumcision is that it took a lot less skin off than modern Kellogg's circumcision. The data that we have only suggests that during the Maccabean period, that would be around 160 BC, so later half of the 2nd century BC, that the Hebrew word Pri'ah, and I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly, Pri'ah, was used, and that was used as a combat of the epispasm that some Jews were doing in order to hide their circumcision mark during the Hellenistic period. Pri'ah would literally be translating to lay the gland bare, which would be, according to Wikipedia, and I have to confess my ignorance here, I'm going to assume that Wikipedia is right, Pri'ah would be equivalent to whatever a low and tight circumcision would be. This again happened during the Bar Kokhba period, so the early part of the 2nd century AD. But these are the only times in Jewish history that we have documentation to suggest that Pri'ah was the mode of circumcision, and other times it does seem that Jewish circumcision was much closer to what we understand to just be the common ancient Near Eastern circumcision, which again took a lot less skin off. Hey all, Pastor Ozzy here. Thank you so much for watching this video. If you found it helpful, feel free to share it. And if you want more, go ahead and hit the subscribe button and you'll be notified when new videos are available. Again, thank you so much.